Okay, so I was just kicking around my truth false table, but I was doing a query search for it, and eventually I'm going to do an app script thing. I'm hopefully going to one day be able to just be able to do the app script so it runs a program on something I can send to somebody, so it immediately kicks back out the data, like Big Daddy over here kicking out a chart like this from. I know it can't be on my end of the sales because math. At any rate, um, I'm working out this truth table, and I was fighting this query function. I'm like, all right, well that's cool. Everybody can kind of query, and it works no matter on the first couple of clicks, no problem. And that's within the range of what we're doing of any kind of get range function of just the null grid state or the null number. Kind of does some rudimentary stuff, and it works. It can save your butt if you need it to. A lot of power in the tool. One of the problems when you do it like that, though, is if you click and copy this, it's going to change out that number instead of individually querying it every time. Now, what methodology is faster for you? What methodology is faster for you is relative. So I tried to do it again. I was doing different models. I wanted to find out, hey, is it one thing or is it something different that says? And I tried to do different models. I just wanted to make sure that the basic function worked. That I can steal off those top D's and F's and condense them around and play around with them. One of them I got around here where I stacked them up next to each other. Or where was it? Should have them next together somewhere in here. We'll see it. I might have deleted that one. I don't know why I would have done that. But basically what it is when you get into the more of a selection function, we'll just keep clicking through here. There's this one, then I kind of come over here, and I was trying a different model. It's the same. I just picked those two. Now I wanted the oh no, I picked the range instead of just the two, because first number down D1 to D2, D1 to F3, and then that I did that with the whole grid. So again, I just click in the column there, and here I click the array, and I wanted to show you that that can work. And that's an easy way to data out a whole table. Just click this, copy it. It's going to get you all those grid positions as long as your first position is correct, because otherwise it's going to shift the shit out of everything, and that's not good. And I proved that here by saying, okay, that was this function, and I tried to move it up here, and it gave me some errors, so I tried to move it over here. I'd imagine it's the same problems, but when I moved it down, it changed the numbers on me. And you can see I just clicked and copied it instead of querying it and redoing it again into that same table position, which is going to give me different results. Like I had a function, I thought I was putting that in there, and that's going to wipe you out. So I did it a couple more times just to make sure that there was some kind of, and it looks like it's A1 down to that direction. And I imagine if I get far enough in what the grid position is, I'd imagine I'd start to only get half the system, or little quirky things can come up in terms of what you're trying to make it do. But that's when that select function starts to come in, or the whole nature of, again, I'm just trying things here, looking for the one. I should have a star function in here somewhere. At any rate, most part, that's what that does. And I thought a cool one. I did manage to find something that was fairly neat. And it was about this function right here. So I did manage to find one that allows me to do it, but it's got to be in this form. I couldn't get it to do it with just that singlet state of like just a column or just a row. Like it might work in there. I got to tweak that out a little bit. But what I found what works is this thing right here. It's the only 1 3 1 3 that kept the grid the same in terms of the position, but it might be because it's at the header row. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I was able to click and copy a bit of material in that way. Again, I gotta still do the superposition dance of what this is to like, all right, does it work the same in this grid position, true or false? Because it's still look at it, see if there's a difference in the table when you switched it. And yeah, so